Hi ho. How the hell are you? Okay, well, yeah, so this is my first video of this evening, so bear with me, but, why the fuck does that thing keep crashing? Anyways, this is for, light custom firmware and, permanent custom firmware 6.39, 6.20, 6.35, and 6.60 B10 Pro custom firmware. You can see the 4 files right here. I will have the links for download in the description below. So I will be using a PSP Go in this demonstration. I will make a video on how to install the permanent custom firmware in another video with a PSP 2000 model. So yeah, as you can see, I'm on 6.60 God 3 custom firmware. So I'm just going to simply show you how to install this custom firmware correctly. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to come over here, and with what firmware you're running right now, you're going to need to boot up the updater tool that you have. So I'm going to go ahead and boot that up and show you what you need to do first. Gotta wait for this fucking thing to boot up. Blah 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 blah. Any day. Of course it's not gonna show this shit, cause it's fucking gay. Piece of fucking crap. Alright, so I want to show you what I'm gonna do, so I kinda wanna, have you be able to see it. So I'm gonna reboot this remote joy so you can actually see. Of course I don't view. Fucking assholes. Alright, anyways. You're gonna boot it up and you're gonna see your screen come up. And you're gonna see an option. It's either gonna be square or triangle for whatever firmware you're using to uninstall the custom firmware, light custom firmware modules. So you're gonna hit that button and let it uninstall the modules. Now you're still gonna be running custom firmware after the modules are not installed. Oh well, in this case I guess you're not. Alright, anyways. So you're not running custom firmware right now. So simply what you're going to do now is connect into USB mode. So USB is going to come up any day now. Thank you. So what we're going to do is I'm simply just going to go here to my removable drive. Go to your computer and locate your removable drive for your PSP. And go from the PSP folder to the game folder. And what you're going to do is open up the selected for whatever firmware you're on, whether it be 620, 635, 639, or 660. In this case, I'm on 660, so I'm going to extract the 660. So just download the one that you need. So first thing you're going to see is the SE plugins folder and an SDK folder and a PSP folder. We're focusing on the PSP folder and the SE plugins folder. So let's look at the PSP folder. Inside that folder, you're going to see the game folder. And you're going to see the Pro Update and the Fast Recovery and the CIPL Flasher. For light custom firmware users on PSP 2000 version 2 models, 3000, and PSP Go models, do not use the CIPL Flasher or it will brick your PSP. And I'm going to say that real loud and clear. If I get some questions coming at me asking why my PSP bricked, go fuck yourself, because I ain't fucking saying shit. Anywho, so seeing that we're doing a light custom firmware, and yeah, you're gonna drag and drop that Pro Update folder into your PSP game folder and also the Fast Recovery. But before I do that, I want to delete my old custom firmware files, so make sure you delete those. So the Fast Recovery for God, and God is also going to be removed. And bring over the Fast Recovery folder, and you're done for light custom firmware. Now, I will make a video on permanent custom firmware, which uses the CIPL Flasher and not Fast Recovery, so I will show you how to do that in another video, which you can click an annotation at the beginning of this video that will, yeah, So anywho, now that that's done, I can exit that. Oh, damn, I forgot one thing. Hold on. Don't exit that. So you're going to go back to that directory and locate your SE plugins folders. and you're just gonna see the recovery text documents and fonts and shit like that. Don't really need to worry about all that. You can put it in if you want. That's it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. But to recap, we got the Pro update and the fast recovery in the PSP game folder. So that's how that's gonna go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pop this out of USB mode, and I'm gonna run the installer, and I'll just briefly explain to you what the installer is. So you're gonna see the 6.60 Pro B fast recovery, and you're gonna see the Pro update. You're gonna want to look at the one that comes up with this nice little blue screen here and start that up. So we're gonna boot that up like so. You can see I'm doing this right here. I can't show it on Remote Joy because I'm not running custom firmware right now. So a little screen is going to come up. It does come up. It's taking forever. Here it is. And Pro B by Team Pro. Obviously, who the fuck else is going to make it? And you're going to press X to launch your custom firmware. So yeah, hit X and it's going to write all this fun shit to the flash 0. And once it's done, it's going to say press X to start custom firmware. So press X to start it up, and you're going to be running Pro B. So it's going to boot up here. Of course, the fucking Remote Joy isn't going to work again because it's a fucking piece of shit and deserves to die. So I'm going to go and kill its family real quick. So hold on, I just killed Johnny. And boot it back up again so I can fucking show you like I want to fucking show you, but no, Remote Joy has its own fucking mind of its own. Let's plug this in. Pray to God. Okay, there it is. It's working. So now I'm back on custom firmware, and if you come over to your system settings, hold on, but first, let's go to the recovery menu. So here's the recovery menu, and I want to go to my configuration. Okay, where the hell is it? Hide my MAC address. It's enabled. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. I don't want to show you all my MAC address. So, yeah, so system settings. And let's go down to system information. 6.60 Pro B10 is my custom firmware, as you can see. And there's the VSH menu. So, successfully installed. Now, once you set up your settings with your okay, anyway, before you do all that, set up your settings with your recovery menu and everything, and what you're going to do is you're going to run the fast recovery module. So run that. Cool. And fast recovery is just going to boot up like so. It's not really going to do anything. It's just going to be a black screen. And then it's going to come back to your XMB. And now simply whenever you reboot your device, just run that fast recovery. So you don't even really need to keep the Pro update shit on at all. And just run the fast recovery. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Where the hell? This is really slow. This firmware doesn't have it? Are you serious? Oh well. Whatever. Point being, that's how you do it. That's how you install it. The links will be below. I will make a video on a hard or permanent custom firmware, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so that's how you install your 6.60 Pro B10 custom firmware on your PSP 2000 version 2, 3000 and Go models. Again, we'll make that video for permanent custom firmware with the CIPL flasher. And the links will be below. Check out my website and blog. Rate, comment, subscribe, please. And yeah, leave me a question, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So, bye guys. Talk to you later, and enjoy.